Welcome to Saudi Arabia. I'm here in the Eastern Province at King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals. You can see the tower, the symbol of the university behind me. We are up here on a mountain overlooking the city. It's simply a great place to be, but mainly it's a great place because we have some amazing students. But that brings me to the idea of that I've thought many times, students are students, right? When my parents or my family ask me, Dusty, how are your students? I tell them exactly that in so many words. Students are students. You know, some students are highly motivated and other students aren't. In class, when you ask a question, some students raise their hand very quickly. Other students blurt out answers, and some students take a sudden, intense interest in their feet for whatever reason. But you could say that students here in Saudi Arabia are kind of like students everywhere else in the world, except for one very important characteristic. And this characteristic is very important for language learning, among other things. It gives them an advantage. It gives them an edge. My students are fearless. They are absolutely unafraid of making mistakes. And as a language teacher, that is really great, because half the battle is getting your students to practice what they're learning, and the other half of the battle is to get them past their fear of making mistakes. So I'm very lucky in that regard. But this fearlessness also applies to a different area that I happen to be very passionate about and very, very interested in. And that is creativity. To me, this fearlessness is an indication of a willingness to take risks. And risk-taking is one of the core traits of creative thinkers. Now, I'm not talking about jumping off the roof to see if you can fly risks, or buying the latest cryptocurrency, putting all your money in the latest cryptocurrency risks. I'm talking about the everyday, let's see if this works. Or, let's try that and see what happens kind of risks. Because if we can do that every day, if we can make a habit out of that, and habits are very, very important, especially in creativity, if we can make a habit out of that, it becomes part of our mindset. And as we all know, mindset drives our behavior. So that's what I want for my students, is to use their fearlessness, incorporate that into, or forge that into like a creative lens, so that whatever problem or challenge they face, they can apply that fearlessness, they can apply open-mindedness to it, and come up with a set of creative solutions. Because that's what it's all about. Really, at the end of the day, you want to find what is new, you want to find what is different, because that is really the essence of creativity or creative thinking, and even creative problem solving. So I will leave you with that. Plus, one last thought, and that is, I would really like to thank my students for that fearlessness, for that attitude, because, well, not only does it make my job a lot easier, it will pay off in the end. And I would encourage them to keep that attitude, keep that fearlessness. So I'll sign off with that from here, the top of the world, or at least the top of my world here at KFUPM. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time.